Hey guys, it's Marie. Sorry I'm squinting, but it is bright out here. As you can see, we got a little bit of weather last night. It snowed. We probably got like 3 or 4 inches. It was crazy. Knocked our backyard fence down. I've got to fix that now, but I was gonna do a little bit of filming with you guys today. Thought I'd show you the snow. It's pretty, but good news is I didn't go to work today, so I got a little day off, which is nice, midweek. So yeah, we went to get the chicks today, and they had only gotten another order of meat birds. So far we have just been batting zero on getting the whole chick thing. So I did talk to them. They said that they should get some layers in tomorrow or Friday. They get them usually about 8, and then they let them sit for a couple hours, like 10 o'clock you to come get them. Fortunately, I'm going to be at work, and she said there's a line. So what I'm going to do is have my husband or my son run over there, see if they get them, see if they look decent. Yeah, so I'm going to go have my husband check them out and see if there's a huge line. I'm not going to, fight for baby chicks, because other stores will get them and they'll be getting them in for several months. I'd like to get them now so they're good laying age by the time spring comes, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I thought today I'd go ahead and get the brooder ready, because if I do get them tomorrow, it's basically going to be me taking a quick break from work, running, picking them out, bringing them home, and then head back to work. So I was going to try to get most everything set up today, and I was going to show you guys me getting that ready. So we'll go back inside and I'll show you that. Okay guys, so we're back in the house, and I got all my supplies that we're going to need. We've been helped by our little friend over there, Astro. Kiki? There's our little friend, Astro. Fortunately, her sister, I don't know if you remember from other videos, we had her sister, Dallas, and she got sick, and we couldn't save her. She passed away. But Astro's living her best life. She's going to help me. So probably the first thing I'll do is go ahead. I don't know if you guys saw that I built this, but I like this one because it's got good latches. I did it pretty tight so that Miss Kitty over here or dogs can't get them, and then they can't get out. So we'll go ahead and take the lid off, which, knowing my cat, she's probably going to want to get in there. Okay, so it looks pretty good. So the first thing we're going to do is get our stuffing, and I'm in my bedroom, so I'm really hoping not to make a big mess, which sometimes is hard with this stuff. So let's see here. I got a knife. I'm just gonna crack this open a little bit. Trying to have a very small hole in the very top here, so we can. This stuff is really compressed, so it will last you a good long while if you're just like doing a little brooder like this. Even when I used to have the ducks, and I would fill the whole run with it because it's real nice and easy to clean up. The one thing I'm going to have to get, should have got today, I went to Cow Ranch to see if they had the baby chicks, is I got to get some grit, and they make special grit for the babies. It's chopped up real small. I do need to get some grit, but we'll get that. I'll remember to get that when we get the babies. So I got me a nice little hole in here, and I'm going to put this like this, so that if it does fall in, it's going to fall there. And you just want to get a nice little, let's see, base layer here. You don't need a ton, but enough that when they use the restroom or splash their water or food or whatever, it doesn't make a big mess on the floor. You want to, that way you can just, when you clean this up, dump it. It's all clean. You can rinse it out, but then you gotta wait for it to dry. It's a big pain. So you just make sure that you put enough. And these used to be a lot more flaky. I don't know. I haven't bought them in a while. It's been about a year since I've had chicks or ducks. It used to be a lot more flaky. And I got the flake because I like them big, but this stuff looks pretty fine. It's not like what I used to get. So things are always changing. You're usually paying more and getting less for your money. So just the way the world isn't right now, but it'll work. So I'm just going to fill in all the little spots here, and it's looking just about right. Like I said, I usually get a taller version of these tubs, but they just didn't really have anything good. They had tall ones, but they weren't. You see Kitty, she's trying to get it. They weren't very much room this way, so I opted for this since we've got the top anyways. They'll have plenty of air, and I'd rather them have a little more room to run around. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna try to dust this back in so it doesn't get all over, but as you know, if you've ever dealt with that stuff, it will get all over. Okay, so let's move some of our stuff out of the way here. Okay. The next thing I think is I'm gonna work with this. I've never got one of these before. And I think I'm gonna set you guys up here for a sec so I can kind of use both hands, and then I'll kind of show you what we're doing. So give me 1 second, I'm gonna get you set up here. Okay guys, I think I got you set up pretty well. So you got your 4 legs. Again, we'll get a knife here and just crack those open. Okay, then you have your brooder plate. Here's the bottom. So where it's gonna get warm. That's how you're gonna adjust your legs. In the beginning, you want it pretty low because chicks, like I said, they gotta kind of touch this. I have you guys sitting on the instructions, so I'm gonna just, sorry about the movement. Let's pop you guys back a little bit. And what a lot of people suggest is like higher in the front, lower in the back, so they can kind of adjust where they need to be. If you see them all just like huddled in here, they're not moving around, it means you probably don't have it low enough. If they're all way up there, it means they probably need to get away from it. So let's get it. So when you get the legs, you have this part, you have this part. This is gonna be your bottom, and basically you push, so you guys can see this. You're gonna push this in. Since they're new, I'm gonna assume we're just gonna start with that for now. I'm gonna assume because they're babies that it's gonna need to be pretty low in the beginning. I'm gonna say this is the back, so go ahead and just, I'm gonna try to get it about the same there, which kind of helps with these ridges because you can see. And then I'll probably put these ones a little higher on this side. So let's put this in. I don't know yet how much higher because I'm gonna set it down on here on the ground in a minute and kind of see what it looks like. Where are we at? We're like, I mean, you can really, it allows you to really adjust. So if I were to, let's move all this out of the way. If I were to set it so that would be my back, you know, chicks are about that big. I'm thinking that's gonna be a pretty good setup there. I think I might drop. Let's drop these down just 1. It's very easy to put where you want it. So I just drop down this 1. Let me see what that looks like. I think that's good. We might, like I said, we might have to do a little adjusting since they're brand new, but this will be a good start. Oh, okay, make sure they're clipped in, I guess. Now, they sell a little pyramid that goes up here. I didn't get it because this is my first time using this, and I just want to kind of check it out first. So what I'm thinking is just getting some sort of, I don't think this gets hot. We'll check it out though when I turn it on. But I'm thinking of getting some sort of, Astro, oh my god, my cat. Astro, get down. Hold on 1 moment. Alright, sorry, the cat was getting into something. So anyways, like getting just one of those cheap, placemats you put on your table, just like the rubbery kind. Because then I could just, and I'll just cut holes in it, and then I can just pull it off, clean that, put it down. This will stay clean because babies are going to be known to want to get up here. And if I leave a little overhang with it, maybe it will discourage them. I doubt it because baby chicks, they're going to want to. And later I'm going to show you guys, we're going to make a perch for the baby chicks. So that'll be fun, but they're going to be a little young for that. So my idea is probably going to be that we will make sure you guys can kind of see how what you're doing. Whoop, I didn't undo this. Hold on guys, I'm gonna set you down just a sec and get this thing off the cord here. What, I really tightened it. I don't want the cord coming undone in shipment here. Okay, so got that done. Throw that in that box. Okay, So my idea for this is to basically put this on, and since I want to latch this, I'm probably going to end up running a cord. I think it'll fit through there. Oh yeah, no problem. So I'll probably end up running the cord through there in this corner. That way the baby chicks will be off of it, and I could lock that nice and secure. So probably like that, and then we'll run it that way. And that, you can see, that should be plenty. And I might need to add a little more. We probably will do that. Okay, and then one thing is I forgot, I'm going to get a little stone to put over there for the food and water. But at this point, it's covered in snow, and I should have done that earlier, and I didn't, so we'll do that later. So, like I said, I have my 20% chick feed, and when you set it up, now, when they're new, I would not fill this whole thing up because you can, it just depends, but they're going to kick stuff in here. Even if you have it set up, that shavings is going to get in here, or they're going to get in here poop, and you have to clean it out. You don't want to have a lot of wasted. So when I do it, I don't know if we can just rip this open or not. Maybe I'll use the knife again, apparently. Always carry a pocket knife on me. It makes it much easier to do everything. So let me just open this up real quick. Now there's you guys will look right here. There's like a seal. So if you do cut, you don't want to cut below that because then you can't like tighten it back up. So I'm going to cut about right here. Looks like that's where it should be cut. Just run a knife through there. And boom, we got it. Okay. So this is what the baby food looks like. It's very small, crumbly for them to eat. And pretty much got everything they need. So I like to just get a little cup. And you can put your little amount in there. Now some people when they're little will just literally fill this part of it. That way they can get like, oh, well, you gotta make sure that's tight. Okay, make sure that's on good because if not, your chicks will be, yeah, that's good now. Okay, we'll be taking them off. So basically fill it up to where they can get in there, peck it. Now since I'm going to be like going back to work, yeah, so you could do it that way. I however I like to have the top on it because, and I did overfill it, but you just screw that on there, because for a simple fact of I don't want them in that big hole because then they're going to the bathroom. So we'll have that filled up like that. And you want your chicks to be able to basically have access to food as much as they want. They're not going to overeat. You need to have plenty of fresh water and plenty of food. So with that being said on that one, we'll put that in there. I will get a little, I'll show you, I'll get a little stone that's raised up so that the food and water will be raised up a little bit. They're not so bad when they're first babies, but they do get bad. Okay, I'm not going to put water in here because I do have to still put the electrolytes in there, and I'm not getting them till tomorrow or Friday, so I don't want to sit too long because you're supposed to change out the electrolytes quite a bit. But I was going to show you something I did get. You can find these pretty much any store. I did a little craft with them, so I just happen to have some left over. Again, you can use rocks, stones, whatever. This guy is a marble, and I didn't know they're marbles, but... And then you'll just place these in here, like so. And I have more, so I will probably go get some more. But you can kind of see the fact that it'll make it where they can't. Once you get enough in there like that, where they can't drown, you can put marbles in there too. I guess it doesn't really matter. And they'll still be able to peck and get the water, but it'll keep them from drowning. So I do have more. I'll put them in there, and I'll fill the whole thing up. And then that'll be that part, and we'll set it there. And you see that's going to give them plenty of room. We're only getting, I think, like 3 hens, so this will be big enough probably for them until they're ready to move out to the big coop, which I have still put together, so I will take you guys along for that ride. But yeah, so if you were going to have more. This would be okay for when you first have them, maybe the first week or so, but then eventually you would probably either need to do 2 brooders or get a lot larger one. Some people use like stock tanks, or you can use just a box, just harder to clean. And like I said, since I have Miss Muscle Astro over here, I want to make sure it was very sturdy and safe for the chicks, because we are going to have them inside in our house until they're feathered out and it's of course not snow all over the ground. So yeah, that is the setup. And basically just got your lid on here. I am going to plug this heat plate in because I just want to try it before I put the chicks in there, just for some reason it doesn't work. I do have the old heat lamps I can use if I have to return this or buy a new one. But we're going to go ahead and plug it in and just see how it works. So yeah, I'll pick you guys back up as soon as it warms up. They said it could take about an hour. So I'll check back in with you in just a little bit.